Imagine walking alone on an Irish countryside path under the pale glow of the moon. The wind howls, rustling the trees, and in the distance, you hear something. Hoof beats. Slow at first, then faster. And suddenly, out of the mist, you see it. A massive, jet-black horse with glowing eyes. But something about it feels wrong. Its grin is a little too wide. Its presence a little too unnatural. Before you can react, it speaks. Yes, it speaks. And with a mischievous chuckle, it asks, "Care for a ride?" This, my friends, is the Púca, one of Ireland's most feared and fascinating creatures. A trickster, a shapeshifter, a force of chaos. And whether it comes as a horse, a giant rabbit, or even a dark, shadowy figure, one thing is certain. If the Púca sets its sights on you, your night is about to get very interesting. So, where did this bizarre creature come from? Like many legends in Irish folklore, the Púca's origins are shrouded in mystery. But one thing is clear. This isn't just some random ghost story. The Púca is deeply embedded in Ireland's mythological history. The word Púca comes from the Old Irish Púca, which roughly translates to spirit or goblin. And depending on the version of the tale, it's either a mischievous trickster or an outright malevolent force. Some even believe the Púca has connections to the ancient Celtic gods, possibly a remnant of forgotten deities transformed into folklore over centuries. But unlike many Irish spirits, the Púca isn't tied to just one place. It can appear anywhere. The countryside, the coastline, even abandoned ruins. If there's a shadowy corner in Ireland, chances are a Púca has been there. Now, here's where things get really interesting. Because the Púca isn't just one creature, it's many. You see, the Púca is a shape shifter, and that's what makes it so unpredictable. It can take on different forms, and each one has its own eerie presence. But no matter how it appears, one thing stays the same. It always has an unsettling aura, something that makes your instincts scream that something is not right. The Black Horse. This is the most famous form of the Púca, an enormous, jet-black stallion with glowing yellow eyes and a sinister grin. Some say its mane is tangled with seaweed, and its breath smells of damp earth, as if it just crawled out of the underworld. It gallops across the Irish countryside, waiting for an unsuspecting traveler to come too close. And if you do, well, let's just say you might find yourself on the wildest ride of your life, whether you want to or not. The Giant Rabbit. Sounds ridiculous, right? A terrifying rabbit. But in Ireland, the Púca has been spotted as a massive shadowy hare with glowing eyes. Farmers say it lurks in fields, silently watching their livestock, its ears twitching with unnatural intelligence. And if you see one staring at you, you might want to look away, because some say it's reading your thoughts. The shadowy man. In some tales, the Púca appears as a tall, cloaked figure with piercing eyes that seem to glow in the dark. It never speaks in a normal voice, always in whispers, riddles, or laughter. People claim that this form is the most dangerous because it blends into the night, and you never know it's there until it wants you to. The goblin-like creature. Short, twisted, and covered in dark fur, this version of the Púca looks more like a mischievous goblin than a terrifying spirit. But don't be fooled. Its tricks can turn deadly. It sneaks into homes at night, moves objects around, steals food, and and whispers strange things to people in their sleep. And if you ever hear giggling when no one else is around, you might have a Púca lurking nearby. So, whether it's a monstrous horse, a cunning rabbit, or a shadow that moves when it shouldn't, the Púca is always watching. And the real question is, if you saw one, would you even realize it? Now, this is where things get tricky. Because unlike other supernatural beings, the Púca isn't necessarily evil, just wildly unpredictable. But can you protect yourself from one? Maybe. Avoid traveling alone at night. Classic rule of folklore. Bad things happen when you wander alone after dark. Iron and holy water. Some stories say carrying iron can repel the Púca, similar to how it wards off fairies and spirits. A firm no. Surprisingly, some legends claim the Púca respects confidence. If you refuse to engage with it, no fear, no tricks, it might just leave you alone. The one who tamed it. Legend has it that only one man ever truly tamed the Púca. The 11th century High King of Ireland, Brian Boru. Using a special bridle infused with magic, he forced the Púca to swear never to harm a human again. But, given how many encounters still occur, well, let's just say, maybe the Púca lied. If you found this story as fascinating as we did, don't forget to like this video and share your thoughts in the comments below. And for more captivating tales of myths and legends, hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell. Until next time, this is When Myths Come Alive, bringing the legends of old back to life.